Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying tuned in the home of politics. I appreciate new subscribers, those who are liking the videos, leaving the comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. Remember also to share this video so that people can come across the content of this nature. My good people, it is now a breath of relief that the Deputy President has been discharged from the hospital, and finally he has broken his silence because he had to speak what was in his mind, or what he has been closing it for a long time immediately he left the Senate. And so we have been yearning at least to hear what is the way forward, because he left and what happened has already happened. And the report from his own confession is that he regrets so much. He regrets so much trusting President William Samoei Ruto, because he never knew that things will turn upside down so soon. And this is happening to him, especially for the man he fought very much for during the time when he needed help. During the time when everybody was against William Ruto, that is the time when Rigathi Gachagua stood with him firmly in order to look for votes in Mount Kenya. And so, because he regrets so much trusting Honorable William Samoei Ruto, then he feels like the president is the one who is against him, against his family, against his life, against his office, because everything that has happened in a span of 2 weeks, then it is miraculously, and it can be understood that maybe there someone is behind everything.
I didn't know President William Ruto can be that vicious. I am shocked by how vicious a man I helped to be president, a man that I believed in, a man that I was persecuted when supporting him, could be so vicious against me when I'm literally fighting for my life in hospital. I want to tell the people of Kenya that I don't feel safe. And for the first time, let me say that on 30th of August in Kisumu, undercover security agents entered my room in Kisumu and bagged it, and one of them tried to poison my food, but we detected it and we were able to escape the scheme. I was supposed to be killed through poisoning.
One of the things that makes the deputy president to regret so much meeting the president and being on his side, and now things have backfired, it is because of what he has just experienced on himself, and it is the issue of impeachment. Maybe the impeachment has got no issue to do with Rigathi Gachagua, but the series or the sequence of events that have just happened within few days, that is what is leaving this deputy president very, very surprised. The first thing is the withdrawal of the security agents, security details in his place, in his home. Even the time when he was in the hospital, the security vacated because it was the order from above. And right now as we speak, he did not have any security. And his life is in danger because he says if anything happens to him or his family or his children right now, the one to blame is the president of Kenya right now, because he feels like being a presidency, then his life is being exposed because he has been left with no even single security detail. We also see the other things that he was enjoying, or benefits that he was enjoying from the government, has been taken away. For example, the vehicles that he was using to move around, that is privileges that he deserves, but it have been taken away. We saw when he was leaving from the hospital in Karen, he used a common vehicle just like other Kenyans who have been traveling like that, and there is nothing that is endangering his life like that one that he has experienced. Another thing we see, he is complaining that he immediately received the order that he should vacate the office of the deputy president. And even further, he says there is an issue with his staffs who are working in that office. This is because there was an order which forced all of his staffs, starting from the seniors and directors in all departments in the office of the deputy president, to proceed to a compulsory leave, leaving them very surprised because by now they wonder if they are risking to lose their jobs in the office of the deputy president, or they are being investigated so that they can be called back to work, or they have been proceeded to a compulsory leave without having a feedback from maybe that office. And so it is leaving the deputy president plus his people in a confused situation, because there was no questioning, there was no hesitation, because the order was you should proceed to a compulsory leave, you should vacate the office, you should leave alone to using anything to do with that office. And so that tells us that everything was implemented with immediate effect. Another thing, he is complaining that by doing everything, the president is trying to cripple the office of the deputy president. This is because maybe the president is trying to interfere with the commissioners, with the seniors, with the directors in that office. And we do not know if they are guaranteed that they will secure their job back when they come back from that compulsory leave, because it has not been communicated. Another thing we see, he is complaining about the intentional denial to attend the Mashujaa Day ceremony in Kwale. This is because the deputy president is claiming that the first thing, he tried to communicate to the airport so that he can fly to Kwale to attend the ceremony, the Mashujaa Day ceremony, because as a requirement, the deputy president should be in that ceremony. But surprisingly, he's telling us that all the airports and even the helicopters, they were communicated not to fly Rigathi Gachagua to that place. This means that maybe he could have used another means of transport, but considering the time and the urgency of the ceremony, then he could not make, apart from using the air traveling. But all this was impossible because he feels like he was intimidated. And sincerely speaking, in that Mashujaa Day ceremony, the deputy president was missing, and we saw the one who introduced the president was the prime cabinet secretary, who is Musalia Mudavadi, and the one who received the president in arrival of that in that event was this general called Kihariri, who is in the department of the defense forces of Kenya. And so the deputy president was nowhere to be seen. And so he is complaining about that because he feels like it was intentional to give orders and directions to stop these aeroplanes from flying him to that event. And so he wonders what is his fate. We also confesses that he has been facing a lot of difficulties for the past 2 years since he entered the office. This is because maybe implementation of things in his office has been a problem or problematic, because maybe whenever he wants to plan something, it is being interfered with, but he did not reveal about how he has have difficulties in his office in discharging duties. And so he is also worried about the constitutional procedures that have been processed very quickly, because after a very short period of time, an impeachment motion have been tabled. After a short period of time, signatures have been collected. After a very few days, then we see the impeachment has started. Within no time, the parliament has already impeached him. Within 3 days, the Senate has also impeached him. And so he feels like even if maybe they are doing the right thing, the time limit and in which this process has been happening, it is too fast insinuating that there is something or some plans, evil plans behind this issue of removal from office. And something that is also very, very dangerous here, he is confessing that he has survived two attempted assassination through food poisoning, one in Kisumu and another one in Nyeri. And so you wonder how these have been happening. The one in Nyeri is confessing that one of the national intelligence officers, are the one who have been in the front line trying to poison his food. And so he feels like his life have been in danger for a very long period of time, but he has been very quiet. And so up to now he regrets so much making a decision of trusting President William Samoei Ruto in things to do with politics, because he had promised that he cannot allow his deputy to go through intimidation that he underwent during the previous regime. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the confession that the deputy president has just made? Do you think it has something to do with maybe clearing himself from the public, or he is trying to table out facts and unfairness or unfair hearing or unfair ruling of what he has been undergoing on his impeachment? Otherwise, I appreciate so much for your time listening to me. Remember to send me a comment in the comment section. Leave a like in my video so that I can know that you have gone through this analysis. Thank you so much. Have a good day.